But then I was able to finally get one yes, and that's how I got my shadowing hours, and the rest is history. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Madam Winnell. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you are notified for a new video each time I post it. So this particular video is about getting shadowing opportunities as a medical student. I know currently with the COVID-19 crisis, a lot of medical students are having canceled rotations, and pre-meds are having trouble finding shadowing opportunities due to, safety concerns and all that stuff. But there are still ways around it, and just generally speaking, there's so many ways that you can get access to a medical clinic or a shadowing opportunity. It just takes one yes. When I actually decided to go to medical school, I didn't have a lot of doctors that I knew, and I had to get really creative. I had an email template that I sent out to about maybe 100 doctors' offices, and nobody got back to me. But then I was able to finally get one yes, and that's how I got my shadowing hours, and the rest is history. So the first way to get a potential shadowing opportunity is asking your doctor. They are a doctor. You can ask your doctor if you have a primary care doctor, dermatologist, you have, whatever it is, whatever doctor that you usually see, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, whomever, you can ask that doctor if you can shadow them for at least a day. Start off small, just say like, can I shadow you for like, one day? And, they might just say, sure. And then that one day could turn into multiple hours, but don't, don't lead with, can I shadow you for 6 months or whatever? Just say, can I shadow you for just one day? And, to most people that's feasible. So, that's a really good way to get in there. You can get a shadowing experience by asking the doctors of your friends and family. It's all in who you know. If your friend has a doctor that they go to or that they know or whatever it is, they can actually allow you to shadow in their medical clinic or private practice. Secondly is Google. So if you live in, let's say, Atlanta, Georgia, so you're gonna go on Google and type in primary care practice, Atlanta, Georgia, or doctors, Atlanta, Georgia. It'll show you all the medical practices within that area, whichever one is close to you. Find their number, their website. You can either email them, but I think calling is much better. So you can find their number on their website and call, 50, 100, whatever time you have. Just do that and just cold call and say, hi, I'm a pre-med student and I'm looking for shadowing hours. Do you guys allow students to shadow there for at least a day? And they will tell you yes or no, and you'll get your answer in about 30 seconds or less. And then if it's a no, keep it moving, go on to the next office, and hopefully you'll get a yes by the end of the day or by the 50th call and not the 100th call. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Third one is conferences, and you can attend medical conferences. A lot of times for college students or medical students or pre-med students, they are free. Sometimes they're not, but they're usually like $100, depending, $50 to $100. There's a lot of events that they do have at conferences, such as like meet and greets or networking, speed dating is what they call it. So you can do stuff like that where you can network with them, get as many business cards as you can, and email them. Conferences are kind of non-existent right now. A lot of them are virtual. So if you are able to go to a virtual conference, they will usually have emails there that you can connect with different doctors. So, get those emails and then have your little template. And if you're interested in the template, feel free to email me. So you want to send an email asking someone if you can shadow in their office and tell them who you are and your interests, etc. Make it very short and sweet, get to the point. And that's another way for you to get a potential shadowing experience. And lastly, this is how I actually found my shadowing experience. So I was living in Connecticut at the time, and I had no connections, no doctor friends or whatever it was. And I went on the Connecticut Medical Association's website, and they had a bunch of emails from doctors, and I believe they had a separate section where you could they had some shadowing connect or some kind of networking exchange or something. So they had emails of doctors who were basically open to networking with students. So I emailed, there was about maybe 10 or 20 emails there, and I emailed them. Most of them did not respond to me, but one doctor did, and she said that I could shadow her in the emergency room, and that was where I got my shadowing experience. And she was actually a DO doctor, an osteopathic physician, which is what I really needed because I was applying to DO schools. And yeah, the rest is history. One other thing you can try is the like National Medical Association. Sometimes they do have a directory of doctors within different states, and you can also use that to find their emails and email them and get yourself out there. So those are my tips for you. I hope that was helpful for you. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.